Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing for Thursday, 26th of February, 2026. So we'll start off with the synoptic situation. We are in a very strong southwesterly airflow at the moment, just ahead of the next fronts that are arriving later on this afternoon. So if I run this through to midday today, you see the isobars are really close together. We're suffering really with low cloud base throughout the day, and when this front arrives, that's then going to bring some rain. It's likely going to be dry actually until the front arrives, but the problem we're going to have is going to be low cloud base through the day. So there we are. You can see the cloud now is getting thicker and thicker over southern England. Totally, you can't actually see the front on this particular chart. And as such, as I mentioned earlier, it's not going to be any rain during the daylight hours where we are now, but there is some rain approaching on the next frontal system, which I can show you on the Met Office predicted rain forecasts. So if I run this through the day, you can see that we might possibly end up with some showers around about 11 o'clock thereabouts. Here's the thick rain that's on that warm front that's due later, and you can see it hits the west side of the country about 11 o'clock, and then it's going to progress through the country as the day goes on with very, very heavy rain and showers over Wales. It's not going to hit us, as I say, during our main daylight hours, but it is going to be grey and overcast throughout the day. Odium Taff is giving us 14 knots initially from the southwest, few clouds at 800 between 9 and 9 o'clock tonight, though. 18 knots from the southwest, gusting 28, broken at 1,800 feet. 40% probability between 9 and 1, 7,000 meters, scattered cloud, 1,000 feet, light drizzle. And between 1 o'clock and 6 o'clock, scattered cloud, 1,400 feet, light rain and drizzle. So they're giving us light rain and drizzle throughout the day. Farnborough is giving 11 knots from the southwest, 10k or more vis, few at 1,400, broken at 2,000, with a 30% probability between 7 and 12 today, broken cloud at 1,400 feet. Becoming between 11 and 2, 60 knots from the southwest, gusts of 26 knots. Spot winds today are giving us to the south 230.30 and to the north 230.35. That's at 2,000 feet. And wind is giving us pretty steady southwesterly flow on ground all day. 14 knots currently, reaching 18 knots by about 2 o'clock, and 15 knots by 5 o'clock. Local forecast, steady southwesterly wind all day, fairly strong, 17 knots thereabouts, and I've highlighted the gusts again, 30-knot gusts, pretty well throughout the day. GFS is giving us max temperature today of 12 and a dew point down at 9, and locally we've got just off 10 degrees and a dew point down at 8 on the airfield. View outside the window, if I look at that now, it's going to be like that pretty well for the whole day, I'm afraid. Significant weather. So if I run this through for 8 o'clock today, so we've got the low cloud, it gets worse, low cloud and mist, plenty of mist down there, so 11 o'clock, running back to low cloud again, 1 o'clock, rain showers around about 2, and that's going to continue for the rest of the day. Skyside is giving us pretty well low cloud all day, as you can see. It's not indicating the rain on this particular chart, but it's giving us winds from the southwest, 70 knots, so with gusting of 30, as I mentioned earlier. And the cross section is showing pretty well low cloud all day. And the frontal system arriving later on, and that's when we're going to get the rain. NOTAMs then, the only two NOTAMs we got here are 18 and 19. 18 is Ash Range is active today, and 19 is model rocket firing at Arbor Field. That's between 3:30 and 4:30 today. So if I run through the cross section again, you can see very, very strong southwesterly winds, low cloud down to the ground pretty well. Very small window, maybe where we may get cloud base up to about 800 feet, perhaps. Not really going to be flyable. No 2XL movements reported at the moment. We have strong 15 to 20 knot southwesterly winds gusting to 30 at times. Low cloud base for most of the day with rain later. And this warm front that's approaching from the west is due here around about 3 p.m. And that's when we'll get the rain. We have one K21 available for the booking system. We have an instructor, but no students. The K21, K13 are booked by club members. No single seaters booked and nobody on the casual list. If we do set up, it'll be on runway 23. I think there's a very, very low percentage chance we're going to do that. It'll be wind dropped, take off on the runway, landing on the grass. The grass is well usable, used it yesterday and has been no real rain since. So I expect it to be fine. This wind is going to help as well, drawing it out. And if we do fly, please watch it at the end of the day. And the simulator will probably get a bit of use today, and it is serviceable as usual. So if we do set up, then it will be operating on off the runway, winds down the bottom end, a very strong southwesterly wind today. And if we do any air tows, of course, it'll be on the western side. Okay, I think that's all there is for today. I'll meet you in the clubhouse a bit later. And if we can go flying, of course, we will do. Speak to you later. Bye.